Hey friend, John MacLennan here, and in this video you're going to learn how to play Master Blaster as recorded by Stevie Wonder on guitar. Now Stevie Wonder is a musical genius and this song is so fun to play and jam on guitar. There's two main sections that you need to learn, the verse and the chorus. I'm going to break those down. First we're going to learn the verse as sort of like this octave bass line part, which is what you heard at the top of this lesson. Then I'm going to show you how to play sort of the backbeat chords that go with it, so you'll have the chords. Then we'll go into the chorus, and we'll finish with those cool pentatonic runs that are the little licks that you hear that the band plays in unison. And this is a super common Stevie Wonder move. He loves creating these lines based out of what I call a pentatonic sound or a pentatonic scale. You can hear this kind of stuff in another tune that I have a lesson on my channel called Sir Duke. There's a big run that's all based out of the pentatonic as well. Now to help you put this together even more, I want you to download real quick before you start this lesson my Fretboard guide at the first link down below. And this is actually going to show you those scales. There's 5 scales that you need to know that connect the entire fretboard. And you'll see these written out. And then when you get to that part where you're playing that line in this song, you'll see that the line fits right into those box patterns basically. So this is going to give you basically the theory part of it, having the scales, but then also a real world context. You'll see that Stevie Wonder doesn't just run the scales up and down, but he creates cool little patterns in it that are a lot of fun to play. So grab your copy of this fretboard guide at the first link down below, or you can just go to johnmaclennan.com/fretboard guide before you dive into this tune and get it completely for free. All right, well with that said, let's break down the song. Let's break down how to play Master Blaster as recorded by Stevie Wonder. Now there's really just 2 main sections, what I call the verse and the chorus, and then there's these cool little pentatonic lines. And once you get those parts down, you'll be able to jam on this song. Now I'm going to show you a few different ways of playing the verse section here. The first way I'm going to show you copies sort of this bass riff that uses octaves. Here's what it sounds like. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so this is all based around octaves, which is basically where you skip a string and then you go over 2 frets here if you start on the low E string. So we're going to play the 8th fret here of the low E string. Then we're going to go up to 10 on the 4th string. We're going to play each note twice. These are going to be 8th notes. That's 8 to 10. Then we're going to rest right afterwards. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You can do these as down picks here with your strum hand. Then we're going to walk down. We're going to basically do the same thing but move down in whole steps. So that means every 2 frets. We're going to go 8, 6, 4. That's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and rest, rest. Okay, then we're going to keep walking. Okay, that's 4, 3, 1. And I'm just counting where the root note is there. And then you just go up the octave. So then we stay here. Then we jump all the way back up to 8. Then 6. So let me break this down 4 bars at a time. So here's the first 4 bars. Okay, then the second 4 bars goes. All right, so all together, 1, 2, 3, 4. that's the verse. Now, you could play the same thing as chords using just a little backbeat strum here on 2 and then 4 and, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm basically copying that bass line, but I'm putting chords with it. So here, I'm starting on a minor chord, C minor, which is the key of this song. It's in the key of C minor. So I've got the top 4 strings that I'm playing with these chords. I'm really just using 2 shapes, a minor, which looks like this, 10, 8, 8, 8, and then a major where you put your middle finger down. Here, that would be 10, 9, 8, 8. Okay, so we're not going to play C major, but I'm just showing you the 2 shapes there, and we're going to use them by switching between them. So it's going to start minor, then move down to major, then stay on major. For basically all the chords are major except for the C minor. So C minor, B flat major, A flat major, G major. Okay, that's the first 4 bars. Now rhythmically I'm playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, remember they're all this shape except for that first one. Then from there we're gonna go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So that's basically 2 bars of F, just playing on those backbeats. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then a bar of C minor, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down to B flat. So all together the verse is going to go like this as chords. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and. All right, so you've got both of those options. Again, you could do the bass line, or you could do the backbeat chords. From there, we're going to move on to the chorus section. And here we're going to combine those backbeat rhythms with a couple new chords and then this cool lick. Here's what it sounds like. 2, 3, 4. All right, so here I'm playing C minor, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then I go to a G7. And I'm just gonna use 3 strings on this chord. I'm starting on the 4th string, 9, then 10, then 8. I'm gonna play a bar of that chord, G7. Then we're gonna drop it down 2 frets for F7. Go 1 and 2 and 3 and then we'll play this lick. Okay, that's starting on beat 4 with a triplet. 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a. Okay, so I'm using all pentatonic scale here. If you know your C minor pentatonic scale, this whole line, all the stuff Stevie Wonder is doing is just all based out of the pentatonic scale. So we're gonna walk up the scale and then come down. Then we'll finish back on the root note. So that's 10, 8, 10, 8, 8, 10, 10, 8, 8, 10, 8, 10. Okay, then I go back. Do it again. Okay, that's the chorus section. So it happens twice, and then we extend it with this lick. So here's what that sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. All right, so some more pentatonic goodness here. We come out of that line and we tie this note over. Then we go 8, 10, 8. So 1, 2, da da da. Then 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10. That's just this little lick. So then we scoop down here, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8. Then, that's just a repeated figure, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8. And then you're back to the verse. So, or you could go back to it as chords. So that would go like this. And you go back to the verse progression. Now we go back, we repeat the verse again, then we play the chorus again. Now the second chorus is twice as long, so we do this part twice. From there, we extend that line and do a little bit longer run. We're going to continue starting the same way. Now that's all the same. Then we slide up and we play. All the way back home here. So it just sort of winds down this pentatonic scale. Let me break that down from where it sort of veers off into this longer run. So we're playing the same thing. We go. And what we do from there is we slide up from 10 to 12. Then we go 10, 12, 11, 12, 11, 13. So I'm just climbing up that scale. Here's the pattern you could see here. It's the second pattern off of this C minor. This is what I would call the E shape. If those of you know you're caged, we're using that pattern there. But then we're also going to move down to the G shape here. So sort of using two pentatonic patterns there. So okay, then it's just a sequence there. What I'm doing is 11, 13, then 11, 13, 11, 13, 11, 12. So da 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 da. Then it's really just moving down. 11, 12, 10, 12, 10, 8. Then the last bar goes. So that's 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10. And then you're right there for your octave lick again. So the last two bars, winding all of that down, these are all triplets. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1, 2, and so that's gonna go. And then all together, this longer run coming out of the chorus goes like this. 1, 2, 3. have fun putting those guitar parts together, from that bass line to the backbeat chords to going into that lick, which is a lot of fun to play. Remember that that is all based out of the pentatonic scale, and you can grab my chords and scales cheat sheet at the first link down below, or just go to johnmaclennan.com/fretboard guide. And this is going to show you those patterns just as a scale, and then what you can do is you can see, once you start to see those patterns, you'll see how this lick in this song fits right into those notes. But it's not just running the scale up and down, it's creating a cool little melody and a line out of it that sounds more like music. So that's what you want to do. You want to know the scale, but then you want to be able to make music with it. And this is a great example. You got to study the greats like Stevie Wonder, and then you'll be able to put this stuff together in a really musical way. So grab your copy. Again, just go to johnmaclennan.com/fretboard guide, or use the first link down below. And before you go, leave a comment. I want to hear from you. Let me know your #1 struggle with guitar right now. Just comment it down below so I can make some future videos here on the channel helping you out. As always, thanks for your support with the lessons, and we'll catch you in another video real soon.